Morning everyone, welcome back. So back at the plot today. Quite a few things to get done, but to be honest with you, I think it's just time to completely dig the ground over. Everything that I kind of planted is either dead or nearly dead. And I need help for the fruit cage now, so I'm just going to leave that for today. I'm going to give everything a really good dig over, because I'm hoping for within the Black Friday sales I might be able to get a strimmer. I don't know if I'll be able to strim the grass this year with all the rain, but at least I've got it, because I know I'm going to need it. I'm going to keep the grass here. The amount of ants that are on the plot, it's just not a good thing to probably put wood chip down. Apparently they just harvest and burrow in it, so I'm going to keep the grass, and I really like the grass as well, so I'm going to keep that. So yeah, I'll give everything a really big dig over. What I have done today is I wrote a list. I was watching Emma's allotment diaries, and she said, like, have loads of stuff and then just pick little bits and just focus on those. So that's what I've done. I've written a whole list, and rather than saying I'm going to do this and this today, I'm just going to pick one thing at a time, and whatever I can get done, I'll get done. So I'll show you my list. Okay, so this is the list. I'm probably going to focus more on like the digging over the beds and cutting the plum tree back today, but if I can manage to start any of the other bits, it would be great. So like with the move saw, if I can dig over the beds and get the cardboard down, then perfect, then I'll start on that. But if not to worry. I do think the beds are going to be a bigger job than what I'm envisioning. The tidy the shed is actually a really big one, I think, really important. But like the tidying of the shed is a really important one at the moment, to be honest with you, because it's got really messy, and obviously with the leak that I had in the roof, it doesn't look like it's got any worse. There is a little bit of water at the bottom, but I'm hoping I can just clear that out. Should be fine. I've managed to get a piece of material to go over the top to fix that, so I'll pick that up from my mum's on Sunday. Fix that Sunday evening. But yeah, it's just got really messy, and when it was raining the other week, I could barely move in here, and it was the only place to come and hide. And with winter coming up, I thought, let's just put away a load of the summer stuff, like Robbie's bed, put it down, save a bit of room, and then if needed I can put up a chair in here and wait for the rain to pass. So yeah, I'll crack on with the beds first. I think that'll be my first port of call. I have forgotten my tripod today, sorry guys, so I don't know how much of me doing bits and bobs that I'll be able to film, but I'm sure we can find something to stand you up on. Scrap that. I'm going to do the shed first, because I feel like it's going to be the smallest job, and it might help boost my motivation by getting one thing ticked off the list. So I'm going to focus on this. I think it should only take about 20 minutes, so we should be okay. Okay, so it's much better already. I've just taken down the bed that was here and placed the chairs up against here, because I don't put anything under here anyway, and just brought some of the bamboo forward as well, because I use that quite a bit, and always end up having to move loads of stuff out, because I thought, oh, it's hidden behind there and it will stand up easier, but it's just a pain in the bum to get out all the time. So good news was, though, I did find my tripod. Bad news is I wish I hadn't have started on the shed first, because now I feel like I'm absolutely covered in spiders. They were absolutely everywhere, huge. I don't feel like I'm in danger or anything. They don't scare me, but you know, you just feel like they're crawling everywhere. So, but I'm glad that job is done, because I did find this as well. So someone gave me this, and I think it's going to come in really, really handy. I didn't want to start opening it, and then the shed was really packed at the time, so I didn't want all the little sections getting lost. So I'm going to use the hoe to try and take out some of the weeds in the bed. So I'm quite glad I did the shed first and found this, because honestly I don't think my spade and fork are going to last much longer. They're so bent, you can see how much they're not in line anymore. So I'm going to start with this area here first, see how I get on with the tool, and if it seems to be working, then I'll start on the other bits. I'll leave the lettuce. Oh, I don't know, actually, it's looking pretty dead. I think I planted them too close together. And then I'll pick out the spring onions that are somewhere trapped in these weeds, and then dig this whole bed over. And I'll start with this one because I've got a bit of cardboard to put down, so be a good little starter one. Okay, so I managed to get one of the beds completely dug over. Oh, it took so much longer than I thought it would, but really pleased with it. I don't know whether to, because I'm going to do a no dig, I don't know whether to pull all the weeds up or just stick the cardboard over the top, because I've got quite a lot of cardboard. And I'm actually going to change this whole bed, because when I lean in from one side I can't quite reach the middle. So I think I'm going to split it up into maybe 3 or 2 separate beds and do it that way. So we'll see how it goes, but I just wanted to show you my peas quickly. I think they're peas, but I had some seeds, so I just popped them in the ground, and they were covered with the mushroom crates, but they've got so big that I've just popped some stakes in. I don't know how long they're going to last, or if they will last even, but pretty happy with those. The carrots in the mini raised bed that I've got seem to be doing really well. I don't know whether to thin them out or not. I'm really not sure. They seem to be okay at the moment, so I think I will just leave them. But this bed is next one to be dug up, I think, because it's the most frustrating one, to be honest with you. It has got kale in it, so I don't know whether to do this one or just this back bed bit here. It did have the rhubarb in it, which I do want to keep, but I need to research what's the best way to move it. Excuse the state of my hands. I don't bother to wear gloves, only really in the summer because of the red ants, but never mind, it's only mud, it will wash off. But yeah, so I need to find the rhubarb first of all and then move it. So I think I'm just going to leave this section as it is at the moment and start on maybe the end bit. But I do actually want to cut some of these some of this plum tree back a little bit, because that's where I'm going to keep the polytunnel there. I'm going to put it back up and properly dig it in this time, if I can fix the frame, that is. But I want to try and get rid of some of these trees here, because otherwise it just falls onto the polytunnel and above the shed, because the twigs are actually going into the shed roof now, and I don't know whether that's what's caused the leak. I don't know, but I'll keep this middle bit because the plums themselves are absolutely gorgeous, but I just want to try and trim them back a little bit and maybe take the top bit of this out. that's it for today, guys. So I know it's been a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but it's been such a lovely day. Actually, I've been chatting to people. It's just been a really nice, easygoing day. The weather has been absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that I managed to get those just at least 2 of the beds dug over as well. I've been meaning to do that for so long. So yeah, really pleased I did that. And I'm going to come back tomorrow and just cover the shed roof, and maybe just cut some of the tree down as well, the plum tree at the back. But thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your weekend and a good week ahead of you, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.